Look, let's just cut right to it. We're going to start with a hard truth, but it's one you need to hear. This whole explainer is built around one single idea, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Never text her again. And by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly why that is the most powerful move you can possibly make.
All right, so here's how we're going to break this down. 4 simple parts. First, we're going to talk about her silence and what it's really telling you. Then, we'll get into the psychology of why chasing someone actually pushes them away. After that, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the entire script on this situation. And finally, we'll talk about the most important thing here, your energy and why it's your ultimate prize. So, I know the feeling. You're staring at your phone. You sent that text hours ago, maybe even days ago, and all you're getting back is nothing. Just complete silence. Well, let's get right into what that silence is telling you, because trust me, it's speaking volumes. This right here, this is the first thing you've got to burn into your brain. It's not some mystery you need to solve. It's not a puzzle. The silence is the message. You have to stop looking for any other answer because this is it. And this is the war going on in your head, right? On one side, you've got all these excuses, these little stories we tell ourselves to keep that little flame of hope alive. But on the other side is the simple, cold, hard truth. She saw it. There's no doubt about that. I mean, just think about it for a second. When someone is genuinely, truly into you, things are easy. They're clear. You're not sitting there guessing. You're not rereading old messages trying to decode some hidden meaning. If you're feeling confused, that is your answer. The interest just isn't there, period. And this is where so many of us get trapped, man. We're hunting for that closure. We think if we just send one more text, we'll finally understand. But that's a myth. You don't need her to spell it out for you. That silence, that is the closure. And the second you accept that is the second you start taking your power back. Okay, so if we know silence is the answer, why do we get that insane urge to text again? It's because we think, hey, I'm just showing her I care. But you're not. You're having the exact opposite effect. Let's dig into the psychology of why chasing is pretty much guaranteed to kill any attraction she might have had. This is the vicious cycle you might be stuck in right now. You text again and again. To her, that doesn't read as persistent, it reads as desperate. And nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. So her attraction fades, which guess what? Makes her ignore you even more, and the cycle just keeps going. You know, it's just basic human psychology, right? We value things that we have to work for, things that are a bit of a challenge. When you're constantly available, constantly blowing up her phone, you're making yourself way too easy. There's no mystery, there's no challenge, so there's no reason for her to invest any effort. Think about the power dynamic for a minute. With every single text you fire off into that silence, you're basically just handing her more and more control. You're screaming without saying a word that your mood depends on her reply, that you'll just wait around for whatever little scraps of attention she decides to throw you. That imbalance, it is absolutely fatal for attraction. And this is the gut check question. You've got to be brutally honest with yourself. When she knows she has you right there, waiting, is she feeling attracted to you, or is she just feeling sorry for you? You never ever want to be the guy that a woman pities. Okay, enough of that. We know what the problem is, we know chasing doesn't work, so now let's talk about the solution. It is time to stop playing a game that you are designed to lose. It's time to flip the entire script. You're gonna go from being totally predictable to being completely unreachable. Just look at the difference here. The predictable man is so easy to ignore because she knows you'll always be there. But the unreachable man, that's the guy she gets curious about. Right now, she knows exactly where you are and what you're thinking about, her. The goal is to absolutely shatter that certainty. So what does being unreachable actually mean? It means a complete and total blackout. No more texts, no more calls, and this next part is just as important. You stop looking at her stuff. No checking her Instagram stories, no scrolling through her feed. You completely remove her from your world. Yeah, it takes discipline, but this is how you get the control back. Now look, this isn't gonna happen overnight. The first day, she probably won't even notice you're gone. But give it a week. The thought will pop into her head, he hasn't texted. And then maybe a month goes by and now the absence of your attention has created a void. And that void, that's where curiosity starts to grow. That's when she starts to wonder, wait, what happened to him? And let me be super clear about something. This is not about playing games. This isn't about trying to manipulate her. This is about empowering you. It's about proving to yourself, first and foremost, that your value as a man is not determined by whether or not she validates you. This is an act of self-respect. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, it's the most important one. All of this, everything we've talked about, it comes back to one simple thing: where you choose to invest your energy. Because right now, you are giving it away for free to someone who just doesn't value it. I mean, just look at this. Think about your mental real estate. How much space is she taking up rent-free in your head? All those hours overthinking, replaying conversations, it is a massive amount of your precious energy that's being poured down the drain. Seriously, just pause for a second and really think about that. What could you accomplish? What could you build? Who could you become if you took that same intense focus, that same obsession, and pointed it back at your own life, your career, your fitness, your own growth? The potential there is absolutely insane. So this is your new playbook. You take all that energy you are wasting and you pour it back into yourself. You get in the gym, you double down on your career, you learn a new skill, you become so absorbed in building an amazing life that you genuinely, honestly become completely unbothered about whether you get a text back. And this is the end game. This is what it's all about. Because real, genuine confidence isn't about being good at chasing. It's about knowing you don't have to. When you become this guy, the focused, driven man, attraction isn't something you chase. It's just a natural byproduct of the incredible life you've built. So you see, in the end, this was never really about her at all. By the time she even notices you're gone, it's not even gonna matter to you anymore, because you'll have already won the real prize. You will have taken back your focus, your energy, and most importantly, your self-respect. You will have gotten yourself back. So the only question left is, are you ready to win?